Scorpio, what's happening? What's cracking? What's poppin', baby? It's your boy, for CancerMoonsTarot, coming at you guys with your January 15th through the 31st love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind, this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below. And you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That's the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, though, Scorpio, let's get into it. And before we get into it real quick, just an announcement, guys. If you haven't seen in the past videos, by the time you guys are watching this video, I'm currently not here. I'm actually going to be abroad in Italy. So I do have a family vacation I'm attending. I won't be here for a week, or the week of December 31st to January 9th. I won't be present, so there won't be any daily readings. But the reason why I'm doing these mid-monthly so early is that I don't miss out on any content, or you guys don't miss out on any content, because I didn't want to leave for a week without any videos. So I hope you guys enjoy this as well as appreciate it. Nonetheless, let's get into it, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. What is the mid-month message we got coming through for Scorpio? You might be connecting with the Cancer messages for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. What messages do we got coming through for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. All right, Team Scorpio, let's go ahead and get it cracking, baby. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Scorpio, energy between you and another person. You got a 10 of Pentacles. Can be connecting with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have an 8 of Wands, a 5 of Cups, and then as for the outcome, a 6 of Cups. So this is one of those situations where things were perfect, and then the storm had came, right? And I feel really strongly that this 8 of Wands is really significantly talking about movement, and it feels like movement on your end, Scorpio. I don't think you're trying to move in the same direction as the past. I think you're moving in the direction of forward. So I feel like with the 8 of Wands, you're only moving forward, right? Not wanting to go back to the past. You're not trying to phase out any sort of cycles. You're not trying to go back to any certain partners you've dealt with. You really are directly moving forward. But your person over here, 5 of Cups, can be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody doesn't like the idea of that. Somebody doesn't like the idea of you moving forward. And I feel like we talk about this person quite a lot, Scorpio, because this individual appears in your readings quite frequently. The one person that doesn't want to let you go, the person who doesn't want you to move forward, the person who doesn't want you to be happy unless you're happy with them. And it's, excuse me, such a really dawning and drowning and just dragging down kind of energy. You know, as for the outcome that's present, 6 of Cups, yeah, you had some great fucking memories with this person. Absolutely, you had some great memories with them, but you've also seen the worst side of them. And I think the worst side of this person resonates with you more than the good side that they had. Because unfortunately, the impression you've built in your head, Scorpio, about the person you're dealing with, it's unhealthy for you to be around them, and you see them as somebody who's not the same person anymore. Like, yes, in the past, things were great, you two were great, but you don't feel the same way. And the person you're dealing with here, they consistently think about the good times that you two had, but now they're in a place where they're upset that they can't have you, okay? You may be connecting with somebody that unfortunately has a little bit of control issues. They don't know how to let things simply be. Things kind of have to go their way or the highway kind of energy is what I'm seeing panning out. Clarify the 5 of Cups. Why is this person the 5 of Cups in regards to who Scorpio is dealing with? Okay, what do we got? 3 of Wands. Yeah. Person you're dealing with feels like they can't move forward without you. Person you're dealing with here, I think, is almost used to having you around, Scorpio. I feel like whoever this is you're connecting with was a person who is used to having you around. So however that resonates to you, this could have been a codependent relationship here. You might have been the person who fuels the dependency. They may have been the codependent person. But yeah, this person needs you. That's what I don't like. There's a need here. But the thing is that when somebody's needy, it's not always for good intent. You know, people can need you for finances. People can need you for emotional support. When somebody needs you, it's usually never with really good intention, okay? Clarify the 8 of Wands. Why is Scorpio the 8 of Wands? Why is Scorpio moving forward from this person? Okay? King of Pentacles. Ooh. For one, Scorpio, you're striving for your individuality, which is good. But remember how I said, you know, if somebody's needy, they could be needy for finances. For some, you know, the person you're dealing with may be trying to live off your coin. Just saying. You may be connecting with somebody who's trying to live off your money. All right? It's kind of the situation that I'm seeing. For some of you, this doesn't have to resonate to love at all. You just may be dealing with somebody who's living off your money, whatever it is, or is trying to. But yeah, it's like you're striving for individuality, Scorpio, but this person, they can't do it. They can't have individuality. It's like they have this need for you to the point where your love, or yeah, technically your love almost becomes an obsessive drug for them, okay? Either way, Scorps, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at their feelings, then I'll take a look at your feelings. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then the outcome for the second half of January, okay? Now, in regards to who you're connecting with, let's take a look here, Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You're at January 15th through the 31st. Who is the person that Scorpio is dealing with, and how do they feel towards Scorpio, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 15th to the 31st. Who is the person Scorpio is dealing with, and how do they feel towards Scorpio? We got a Devil card here, codependent energy, of course, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Fool card, the 7 of Swords, the Hangman card, the Lover's card, and then the Judgment card. Clarify the 7 of Swords. Why is the person Scorpio is dealing with the 7 of Swords? The Ace of Pentacles showed itself to me, but the Tower card came out as well. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower card. So clarifying the 7 of Swords, person you're dealing with over here, they know they messed up, okay? That's what I'm seeing overall. Because when you have a 7 of Swords to a Tower card, it's almost a guilt. So I think the person you're dealing with blames themselves for the downfall of the relationship. And I feel like they're continuing to go through that guilt is what I'm seeing. So whoever you're connecting with, Scorpio, they blame themselves for the downfall of the relationship. But they're trapped in the cycle where they can't get over being happy with you. They can't move past the good times that you guys have shared. And over here with the 5 of Pentacles to the Devil card, it's like your love is a drug. Without your love, they feel drained. Without your love, they feel empty. Without you being there, they feel like they cannot move on or they cannot go on. So they're trapped in a cycle right now of just a shitload of negativity because they feel as if they need you. This is a codependent connection. This is somebody who relies on you, unfortunately. And due to the fact that they rely on you, they often guilt trip you or guilt trip themselves, saying that I need you, you're the only person that can do this, you're the only person that does that. Whoever this person is you're connecting with, Scorpio, when they're at low points, they could probably be a very guilt-tripping like person as well. And with this Fool card here to the Lover's card and the Judgment card, they want a second chance with you. They want you to give them one more shot. They are like, I can change, I can be different, and all these types of things. But the problem is that how can a person change when they haven't even initially healed? Do you see what I'm saying? Because the person you're dealing with, they're coming from a codependent nature now. What makes them think that it's going to change the moment that they get back together with you? This person hasn't gone through their healing. They've been stuck in a very vicious cycle of need, and need. And they've been trapped over, this intense heartbreak that they're going through, considering that they're at a distance of you, or a distance from you. Interestingly enough, for some of you Scorpios, this person could have, done negative things in the past, because the 7 of Swords can talk about cheating. It could talk about, cheating, stealing, whatever. It could also just talk about deceiving the connection. So whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio, they could have came from a place where they may have played you in the past. They may have, talked to other people, etc. Whatever it is that resonates. That doesn't have to resonate for everybody, but they could have done that is what I'm saying. But nonetheless, though, yeah, once they got attached, they really got attached to you, Scorpio. It's kind of the energy that I'm seeing present. So, moving forward, how does Scorpio feel towards the person they're dealing with, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. How is Scorpio feeling towards the person they're dealing with? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. Okay, what do we got? We got a King of Wands here. We have a Page of Swords. We have a 2 of Pentacles, a 5 of Swords, a High Priestess card, a Queen of Wands, a 9 of Swords, a Page of Wands, and then a 3 of Pentacles. So, you're definitely in a space right now, Scorpio, where you're kind of keeping an eye on this person. Like, you're not intentionally keeping an eye on them, but you're just like, I think you're in a place where you're just watching things unfold. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you're not intentionally viewing or watching this person's life. You're just seeing how everything unfolds for them. With the King of Wands right now, though, you're just not interested in relationships, especially a relationship with this person. I do feel like a majority of you Scorpios throughout the second half of the month in January, I feel like a lot of you guys are single. And if you are single, you're just doing your thing. You could be vibing with people, relaxing with people. I definitely don't feel like after this relationship ended that I just feel like you're not looking for much long-term commitment. You're not looking for much commitment in general. I think you need like a grace period before you jump back into relationships. So, you know, while your person over here is missing you, feeling as if they need you, is going through a lot of shit, you know, you're coming from a space, Scorpio, where it's like, well, I don't even want to date anybody right now because like I gone through a lot of shit with you, and at the same time I just don't feel like you're in that space where you want to commit to anybody right now, Scorpio. I feel like you kind of just want to do you. So I think for a good majority of Scorpios during this period, you know, you're going to be single, just focusing on yourself. Five of Swords over here though. You know, you knew this was something you had to walk away from, because the moment you recognize the truth, right? He's holding an Ace of Swords. The moment that you recognize the truth that this person and how they were acting and who they really were, you had to escape from it. And I think the truth of the situation, of what it is you were recognizing, is that this is too much for me. You know, this person brings too much energy onto me. They need too much from me, and I need to strive to be my own individual. And I think that's so very important for you, because when you feel cluttered, Scorpio, when you feel that someone's clinging on so tight that you can barely breathe, you know on an intuitive level that it's time to pop out and do the opposite. If someone's being clingy to a Scorpio is going to go out and do whatever the fuck they want to do, okay? A Scorpio is going to go to the bar and hang out, relax, talk to some people, and not want to be involved, okay? Because you like your space, and I understand your personal space, Scorpio, because me as a Cancer, I like my personal space as well. So I think this person was clinging way too hard, man. And with that Nine of Swords, you know, the energy that they were always bringing to the table, it started to affect you too. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, if your partner's energy starts to affect your own energy, that right there is a red flag within itself. For some of you Scorpios here, you may have had nightmares about this person, or you may have just picked up on their energy every time you were around them. You may have felt like really sick every time you were around your ex-partner here, or you may have felt very depressed or very upset, because I feel like who you were dealing with had their own problems anyways. And I'm sure you did too. Everybody has their own problems, but I feel like who you were connecting with, Scorpio, every time you were around them, you were just always feeling not so good, okay? On a physical and energetic level. And with the Page of Wands here to the Three of Pentacles, you're in a space right now, Scorps, where I just think you're trying to have fun. You know? I think in your own personal life here, Scorpio, throughout the second half of January, you're just working, you're just having fun, you're just living life in a very cool, calm, and collected way. I feel like you want no complications, because 2019 was complicated. 2019 was complicated as fuck for a lot of the zodiac signs. And I definitely feel for you, Scorpio, 2019 was complicated as well. And it's like, I just want to take some relaxation. I want to just take a deep breath and vibe and just live my life in the easiest way possible. So I feel like you're really not trying to get involved in anything too crazy, especially starting off in the beginning of the year. You know, as the year progresses, as the year goes on, maybe you'll meet new people. Maybe you'll be open to having another relationship if you form one. But you are like, yeah, man, being single right now and kind of focusing on my own shit, it's really simple, and simplicity sometimes is really nice in life. And I think it's just very relaxing, cool, calm, and collected kind of energy for you. So, you know, while you're doing your thing, moving forward, kind of just making your own moves, this person is still hanging on. They're still hanging on, and they're still going through it. And they really do want this second chance energy with you. And I think you're very much so aware of that, but I don't think you're giving any proper responses. I think that if you respond to this person, Scorpio, you'd most likely say that you're not looking for a relationship right now. I definitely feel like you're just in a place where this person can acknowledge. I almost feel like you are coming from a genuine space. You want to be single right now. You don't really want commitment. The person you're dealing with thinks that that's a lie. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, the person you're dealing with thinks you're lying about wanting to be single. They think that you found somebody totally new. They think that you're with, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, this person over here has such a needy kind of dependency where they almost self-sabotage themselves to believe nothing but what they think is their own truth, okay? Now, in regards to where energies are aligning between you and this person, Scorpio, let's take a look. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout January 15th through the 31st. where energies are aligning between Scorpio and the person they're dealing with. So we got a 6 of Wands, a Moon card, a 9 of Pentacles, and then a 10 of Wands. At the end of the day here, you will continue to do what you need to do, Scorpio, and separate yourself and limit yourself from this person because it's what's most healthy for you. With the 6 of Wands to the Moon card, even though you acknowledge this person's in a very emotional state, a very emotional, fragile state as well, with the 6 of Wands, you can acknowledge that they're going through it, but you can also acknowledge that if you are there for them, you're instantly going to become their caretaker. So you recognize that you can't really fight the good fight with this person. You can't really help them because at the end of the day, they won't be helping themselves. They'll keep continuously turning to you for help, and that dependency that you were feeling will continue to come on again, right? That codependency will kick back up. Then they'll consistently need you for their emotional stuff, you know, their emotional baggage, whatever it is that they're going through. They need you, okay? And you're like, I can't take care of somebody. And that's the thing. You don't want to get looped right back up in the cycle. So you know that if you try, if you try to be there for them, this person will loop you back in, Scorp. So with the 6 of Wands, as hurtful as it can be to watch somebody go through something emotional on their own, you're letting them. You're letting them. Because right now your individuality is what needs to be focused on. And the person over here, yes, 10 of Wands, they will reach their breaking point. They will go through it. But at the end of the day, you know, as harsh as this may sound, we're not responsible for other people in the way that they take things, in the way that their feelings get hurt, in the way that they deal with their own issues and problems. I think it's important to be there for people as much as you can, but I think there's a limit because I think that, you know, sometimes you can be there so long for a person and they'll never change. And this is one of those situations where it's like you've been there for this person, Scorpio, for so long, but they've never changed because they never strived to actually change. They only came or wanted you or needed you for comfort. And then it became like a drug to them. And I think that's where the issue relies. It became a drug to them. It became addicting to them to get your love and affection and to get your attention all the time. And as that kept bottling up, this person wasn't making any real changes. Instead, they were actually forming an addiction that they weren't even aware about. That's why, as you are at a distant place, as you are not with them anymore, that's why they seem to be going through drug withdrawals because you were their drug. Okay? And I do apologize, by the way, guys, if I'm stuttering a lot. I know my nose is stuffy. Don't blame me. It's like 9 in the morning, okay? I woke up about an hour ago, so I'm just trying to get my shit together. But nonetheless, though, this is what I'm seeing in this connection. As for the outcome between you two, let's take a look. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is the overall outcome between Scorpio and this person throughout January 15th through the 31st of 2020? What do we got? Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Page of Cups, and then the Temperance card. Yeah. At the end of the day, you have to walk away. And if you notice, the Queen's facing one way and the King's facing the other. Yes, in the past, this was a connection that you both shared genuine and good love. But in the present moment right now, you both have to carry your love to a different place. And from what I'm seeing here, you also acknowledge this person has to learn how to get their own emotions in check. You acknowledge that this person has to learn how to heal on their own. This person has to go through it. So in this person's situation, it's going to get better, or it's going to get worse before it gets better. I feel like they're reaching their breaking point soon, and that's when healing will be present. If any of you Scorpios, are worried about your partner, if you're worried that the person you're dealing with isn't going to be able to heal, they will. Okay? Page of Cups to the Temperance card, they will. So it's nothing to worry about. You know, if you're scared, like, oh, I don't know if they're going to do it, they're going to hit rock bottom and they're going to build themselves back up from the top. So yeah, Scorp, I feel like whoever you're dealing with, yes, they're going through a lot right now. Yes, they're severely missing you and they are trapped in that real negative cycle of, you know, always wanting to be with you. But they're going to be okay. Because with the Temperance card to the Page of Cups, they will be able to love again. And they will soon recognize that you weren't the one for them. You know, I've been in that position before where I loved somebody so much and I couldn't accept that you know, I couldn't accept that they didn't love me back. And then out of nowhere, I went through the phases, I went through the motions and all the crazy shit. And I was like, whoa, this person was never for me. Why did I waste so much time being upset over somebody who wasn't for me? You know, that enlightenment and realization will come for this person. So it's nothing to really worry about. Even though they're going through some crazy shit now, it shall pass, and it will pass. In regards to your month here, you're still completely keeping yourself away from them, which is good because it's going to be healthier for you, and it's going to be healthy for them because it's going to force them to have to heal on their own without having somebody else assist them, okay? And in regards to, you know, your dating life, I don't feel like you're 100% ready to date anybody, Scorpio. I don't feel like you are looking for commitment, but there's a lot about passion and flirtiness. So Scorpio, I don't know if you guys are down for friends with benefits. I don't know if you're having friends with benefits right now, or you might just be flirting and vibing with people. I feel like you're just taking things so unseriously. You don't want anything serious. You're like, I want the simplistic life, okay? And I think you're enjoying that. I think there's some beauty in like living a simple life, going to work, hanging out with friends, having some time to relax. Just, you don't want any sort of hectic energy, considering that 2019's been so fucking hectic. You're like, yo, 2020, cool, calm, and collected vibes, okay? At least going into the first month of the new year, cool, calm, and collected vibes, okay? So either way though, here, Scorpio, you know, the person you're dealing with, yes, they're going through it, but they're gonna heal, they'll get through it. And as for you, you'll be fine too, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about having to be the caretaker. Don't worry about having to worry about this person. Just be in a place where you keep doing your own thing, sticking to your guns, enjoying yourself, living the simplistic life. It's going to be relaxing for you throughout the second half of the month. I think you're going to be in a very relaxed space, and I like that a lot for you. What is Scorpio's best advice moving forward, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Throughout January, we had a Magician card throughout January 15th through the 31st. What do we got? Hello, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups. Yes, baby! At the end of the day, Scorps, you will move towards another romantic partnership that is the right partnership for you. So be excited for that. You know, I always say this, and it's very important. Never look for love, allow love to find you. So as you are in this period right now, Scorpio, throughout the second half of January, where you're kind of just doing your thing, you're not taking things too seriously, continue doing that, because when love is meant to find you, it's going to find you. Queen of Pentacles, just be open to receive, because a new partnership will come and manifest, especially as you're phasing out this cycle with this person. Most likely at some point in 2020, that new cycle will manifest for you. Also, there was something else that I wanted to say here as well. I think that's very important to add to the reading. Remember how previously, Scorpio, I said that the person you're connecting with possibly could be a person who guilt trips? Just remember that at the end of the day, I also mentioned too, it's not your duty to save anyone, you know, and some people can't be saved because they have to do the, you know, some people can only save themselves, right? Because there's only a limit of what it is you can do. So if any of you Scorpios have been guilt tripped before and you feel terrible that you can't help this person, don't. Because at the end of the day, they can only save themselves. If a person doesn't want to be helped, they're the only ones that can help themselves. You know, you're just here fueling a drug that they're looking for. And that drug is your love, and that drug is your care, right? And I think that they really need to be withdrawn from that in order for them to grow in a much more healthy way, and in order for them to heal on their own. And they'll get their shit together when they're ready to. They may have some time. This cycle may take some time for them. They may really continue to be going through it. But eventually there's going to be that enlightenment and that realization of them like, yo, I got to get myself out of this hole I dug. I got to get myself out of this negative ass vibe and out of this cycle. They will realize that and wake up, okay? As for you, you've done all the work you've needed in this connection. You are allowed to be free. You have done all the work you've needed in this connection, Scorpio. You are allowed to be free, okay? So feel that weight off your shoulders, okay? That weight off your chest. Sit back, relax, enjoy your second half of the month, okay? Scorpio, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have a fantastic, awesome, and amazing rest of your January. And I will catch you guys in February 2019. Love you guys. Peace.